Now welcome to the calculation aspect of it. This part is very important, and I want you to be attentive. Now these are the cost calculation for our corn sticks. So these are the recipes. It will be in the description section, the corn flour, the sugar, and so on. So after making all our products, after production, this is what we got. So 1 kg of flour gave us 1.15 kg of kokoro. Then we got 120 gram each of 7 pouches. Then we got 120 gram each of 7 pouches. We got 7 pieces of 100 size, which is equivalent to 600 naira, and 50 gram of corn flour. Remember the remaining corn flour that we had, amounting to 69 naira in what. Now let's go to the costing. So this is 1 kg of flour. Our 1 kg of flour is worth 1388 naira. 120 gram of onions, I used 2, which is 133 naira, because here I bought 3 onions for 200 naira. So using 2 here gave me 133 naira. So the same thing for the garlic, for the ginger, for the sugar. 160 gram of sugar is worth 300 naira. Now let me show you the calculation illustration, how I came about those prices. For instance, cost of sugar. Now 400 gram of sugar costs 750 naira. So 750, if you buy half cup of sugar from vendor, half cup of sugar is 750 naira. So now for you to get the price of 160 gram of sugar, so what you have to do is just to cross multiply, just as we do in secondary school in mathematics. So if 400 gram gives me 750 naira, so 160 gram will give me what? X. So once we cross multiply, then our x will be 750 times 160, then divide by 400. That is how I came about 300 naira for the cost of sugar here. I hope you understand. So the same thing for the corn flour. Now for the corn flour, 1 custard rubber of corn, as you saw in the video, will give me 3.6 kg of corn flour. And so after that, I used 1000 naira to grind it, and the price of the corn flour is 4000 naira. So after that, so that means the corn flour cost 5000 naira in total. So the same thing, cross multiplication. So if I have 3.6 kg of corn flour to be 5000 naira, which is the same thing as 3600 gram of corn flour to be 5000 naira. So how much will 1000 gram give me? So the same thing, I'll multiply 5000 times 1000, divide by 3600. So that is how I came about 1388 naira for the price of my corn flour here. So the same thing you are going to do to get the price of each and everything that you use here. So for my ginger, my 2 gram of ginger is 20 naira. So for the ginger, for the garlic, for instance, I got 13 pieces of garlic at 100 naira. So if I now used about 3 grams, so I use about 6 pieces, which is 3 grams, so that is 46 naira. The same thing with the ginger. And there's some that you just just assume the price, like 9 gram of salt is assumed to be 50 gram. So 1 cup of coconut is 200 gram. A coconut costs 700 naira or 600 naira. So after blending, I divided it into, I can have like 1 cup, 3 times 1 cup, 3 times in the bottle after extracting my coconut milk. So that costs 200 naira. So my groundnut oil for frying, you cannot, like a bottle is now almost 2000 naira, almost 2000 naira. So though you cannot finish a bottle of groundnut oil to fry 1 kg of corn flour or 1 kg of kokoro, you cannot finish a bottle of. So and if you buy your groundnut oil in large quantities, you know the price is also going to reduce. So approximately, so the amount I use for frying my groundnut oil, let me just say 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira, the amount of oil I use for frying. Then labor, this your labor is very important. How long did it take you to complete your kokoro from your production to your packaging? Now I used about 6 hours, and it was because I was videoing, I was covering it as I was doing it. So you have to decide that if you want to pay yourself 200 naira per hour or 300 naira per hour, so just assume that if you have workers too, you are going to pay them. So my labor is 1,200 naira, so I decide to pay myself 200 naira for per hour. That is the cost of my labor. Then you have your waste and remnant. You can see the waste that I showed you in the video, the waste that remained during the kokoro, the crumbs, everything has to be accounted for. So you can just put a price. Let's assume, okay, it is 300 naira. Then your energy, I fried it using electricity. I pay NEPA bills. So the energy you use, you can just say, okay, 200 naira. Like we pay like 2,000 naira per month here for electricity, and just to fry 1 kg, 1 kg of flour for of kokoro, so I use 200 naira worth of energy. So depreciation is just, your equipment, as you use it, it will depreciate. So you have to just put a price at it. Then if you are paying rent, you have to put it. If your Tfare, you have to put it. Probably your Tfare when you went to deliver your product, or when you went to the market to buy your products, everything has to be there. So you add up everything together, and what I got was 5,007 naira. 5,000 and what, and 7 naira. So therefore what it means is that 1.5 kg of kokoro gave you what? It gave us 5,000 and what, and 7 naira. So which is the same thing as 1,150 gram of kokoro gave us 5,007 naira. So now if you are now looking for the cost of one pack of kokoro, remember one pack of kokoro is 120 grams. So we are going to use that cross multiplication method. So after cross multiplying, we are able to get the price of one pouch of kokoro to be 522 naira. So therefore 120 gram of kokoro costs 522 naira. But remember your packaging, you have to calculate the cost of your packaging separately. So one pouch is 120 naira. How did I come about that? So I bought 25 pieces of that pouch at 3,000 naira. So if I want to get the price of one pouch, I know that I have to divide it by what? By 25. So that is how I got 120 naira for the price of one pouch. Then sticker, let us assume that your sticker per one is 100 naira. So you have to add it to the total cost of what? Total cost of 120 gram of your kokoro. You have to add it together with it. So it gave us what? 742 naira, which is the total cost of one pouch of kokoro, which is 120 gram. So how do you now calculate your profit? So your profit should be 30 to 50% of your costs. So therefore if your profit is 30% of your cost, so it means your profit is 30 divided by 100 times 742. It means 30 divided by 100 times 742. That is how I got 222 naira. So therefore your selling price for one pouch, you add your cost, which is 742 plus 222 naira, which is the cost, which is the 30% of your cost. So that will be your what? So that will give us 964 naira, so which is approximately 1000 naira. So your profit now is what? Your profit now is 258 naira. Now if you sell one pouch for 1000 naira, that means you made a profit of 258 naira on one pouch of what? On one pouch of corn stick. So you can even also sell at 1100 naira or 1200 naira. For instance, if you want to supply the supermarket, you can supply them at 1100 naira, while they sell at maybe 1 2, or you can sell at 1000. You can sell at 1000 naira, or you sell at 1100 naira. So just make sure that your profit is reasonable enough. It should be 30 to 50% of your cost. So your profit on the 7 pouches of kokoro is now what? Is now 1806 naira on 7 pouches. This is just an estimate. You can make a profit of 2000 naira plus. So maybe for instance, if you sell it 1100 naira or 1200 naira. So this is just an illustration. I hope you got it. Now, cost for the small pack. For the small pack, we have 7 pieces of nylon, and the staple pins that we used in stapling, everything has to be accounted for. Everything costs 15 naira. So just remove 15 naira from the yield that we have. So that is extra profit for you. And also remember that the cost of your labor is still there, which is 1 2, because you are doing it yourself, so you are paying yourself, so it is extra profit. So this 1 2 is extra profit for you. But whereas if you have people working for you, you have to pay them. That's why you have to add your cost of labor for it. I hope you understand on my illustration. So even if after this video maybe you still don't understand, or you still want me to hold you by the hand, you can sign up for my kokoro making class. It is the description, and everything you need to know is in the description section. It is not expensive. It's just 5100 naira. I'll take you through how to make your kokoro. I'll be with you, hold you by the hand, monitor you for 1 month. I'll mentor you and coach you for 1 month till you get your kokoro perfectly. Costing, marketing, and everything that you need to know, I'll put you through. So if you be interested, you can sign up for the course. The details will be in the description section. So I hope you understand. You've understood everything that I talk about here. So if there's anything that you don't understand, ask your question in the comment section and I will attend to them. But if you want me to still hold you by the hand, if you want me to coach you, you can sign up for the coaching program, and I'll see you in class. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. See you again in my next video. Bye bye.